Hey there everybody, welcome to another video. The first video on the second channel. If you're watching this video, I appreciate it because I think I don't have any subscribers yet, but hopefully that'll change soon. But welcome to this park. This is going to be called Valleybrook Crossing. This is going to be a custom scenery park. I'm going to be pulling out all the stops and using all the new features that are in Open RCT2. It's actually been, there's been a few updates since the last custom scenery park that I made. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Now, this video took about 45 minutes to record, and I promised to slow down the footage a little bit, so we're at double speed rather than, I think normally I do like 8 times speed. I'm not going to lie, I don't know if anyone would want to watch a 45-minute video of me building very slowly, which truthfully I do. I build very slowly, but anyway, that's all unnecessary information. But we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So this video is gonna be the beginning of this park build. I haven't planned out a whole lot, but I did know I wanted to make an entrance building for this park. Again, Valleybrook Crossing, which incidentally, Valleybrook Crossing was the name of a neighborhood that I used to live in growing up, so that's where the name came from. And I went ahead and auto-generated a forest type scenario to start with, and that's where we're gonna get started with. So one thing that I wanted to do differently that I normally don't is I wanted to add kind of different layers, different colors to this building. You know, and this is kind of just how I go about doing entrance buildings in general. Now, one extra feature that they've added since I've been playing is now you can build walls on a slope, and you can, without having to use the tile inspector, you can just, well, actually, I'm sorry, no, I did have to use the tile inspector to put these walls at an angle, but as you can see, I was able to place those tan ones at the bottom without having to use the tile inspector, and they came out slanted along that slope, which is amazing because that was never an option before, and now I can totally do it. And yeah, so as you can see, I try to do like a 3-layered color scheme, I guess. I'm trying to also expand the color options because obviously they have they've expanded those as well, so there are new colors in the game. I think that's like 2 or 3 updates since, but I've only recently gotten the newest version. Now, I spent a lot of time here in the object selection, as you can see, and I was just trying to look for one specific roof piece that I downloaded, but I could not for the life of me find it, so I may have to re-download that and take care of that later. But it ended up not mattering. I was able to make something pretty good anyway. I think I was pretty happy with the way this ended up turning out. I went with one of the dark brown variants that they have for the roof, and this is going to be something that I'm going to do in probably on every ride, every station building, is using a different colored roof tile. These one tile roof options, in my opinion, are a game changer. At least for me, they are. They've actually been in the game a while, but only recently was I able to did I know that they were there and found out they were an option, and they're a big deal. I think they made my parks a lot better. I like the option to change the roof from either gray or tan in the vanilla game to, I can make it black, I can make it blue, I can make it orange if I want. And I think that freedom to do that is really exciting. Also, it has this kind of corner roof tile piece that I used, and I think it really makes it look. I really like the way it looks, those corner roof pieces, just because it makes it a little bit more interesting than the standard ones, and I don't know, I just liked it. So yeah, as you can see, I actually got the actual design of the roof and the design of the actual building right pretty much on the first try, so that was pretty cool. And then it was just a matter of figuring out how to decorate it. I'm not gonna lie, in this 45-minute recording, I think 40 of the minutes were spent just designing this station building. You know, like I really spent a lot of time on this, so and I ended up being pretty happy with it. And obviously, it was raining. Yeah, I didn't use a ton of cheats, but that was one. I had to turn off the weather because I did not realize how often it rains in this game. At least for certain scenarios. Like I knew Katie's World is kind of notorious for being a rainy scenario, but oh my goodness, it would not stop raining, and I just could not see what I was doing. So I turned off the rain at least until I opened the park, and yeah, so make sure that I could see everything I'm making, and you know, as you can see, adding some small details now, adding windows, adding doors. I usually don't add straight up doors. I usually add the little archways instead, just to make sure that it looks somewhat presentable. And here was where I ran into an issue where I didn't realize that by designing the roof this way, I'd made the building 2 tiles wide rather than 3, or I'd split this 4 tile wide building into 2 sections rather than having it come to a point in the middle, and that actually made it kind of hard to find a window that would actually look okay above that brown stripe thing. Eventually I was able to find something that I was mostly happy with. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of the point where it was the point that I was the least happy with on this thing, but overall, you know, it's no big deal. It'll do, I would say. I was able to find these sort of triple window things. I don't really know what to call these, but that ended up just sort of being what I went with, just because I thought, you know what, this will look the best, I think. And yeah, so there wasn't a whole lot of thought put into that until I actually built it. But you know, I think it looks all right. I have no complaints. But yeah, I'll go ahead and speed through the end of the building process for this building, and then we'll move on to the entrance plaza. So I did one thing I forgot to mention. Now that this building's finished, I added some details to the side. I may add some stuff later, I'm not sure, but I wanted to add a big sign right up front. And something that I'm trying to learn and get better at in building these parks is making sure that when I build something, it would make sense for it to actually go there in real life, not just like I'm trying to think of how the guests would see it rather than how someone looking at the park in real life would see it. You know what I mean? Like someone watching the video, it would make more sense to put something more visible. Whereas in this case, I needed that sign right up front in front of the building so that guests walking into the park would see it. And I also tried to put it right in the middle of the building so it wouldn't cover up any details of the building, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But as we move along, so the crossing element of the name is going to be a train crossing. So I kind of tried to make like a little... it's something I've never really done before, but I wanted to make a decorative plaza and have this train crossing be the... yeah, don't worry about that. Nice job. Yep. I'm not going to be getting a new mouse soon, guys. Don't worry. But I wanted this railroad crossing to be the focal point of the park entrance. So when guests walk in immediately, the first thing they see is this ornate train crossing. And you know, the hard part for this was making sure that it was even on both sides and making sure that I didn't have a lopsided sort of build. You know, like I wanted to make sure that everything would work out in terms of space. So I thought it'd be interesting to have a train crossing where guests walk across the path and the train goes across the path, which does happen in real life in a lot of parks. These little mini railroads, you'll see the train will go directly across the path, and I'll probably try another method for like I built this sort of awning over the path that I wasn't super happy with, that I'll probably end up changing in all honesty, but for now it will do. I'll probably change that later. And then I wanted to make something that, you know, when the guests walk in, they immediately see it. I didn't fully add all the details yet, just because this recording was starting to get a little bit long, so I decided to make something quick and easy, and then move on and try to add some foliage, some other things, some flowers that I thought would make it look a little bit better. So as we move along, I'm just kind of messing around with some color schemes, trying to see what would look interesting, and this is what I came up with for the train crossing. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna add some trees, and I thought a waterfall right up front here would be a nice little addition. So I ended up adding a waterfall with a little pond up top, and I mean, this is gonna be... It's not supposed to look supernatural, honestly. Like, it's supposed to look kind of like, I picture like the type of water features at a mini golf course is what I'm going for here. Like something that's it looks kind of fake, but it's not. I mean, it is obviously real water, but it's like, okay, this is clearly man-made. But it will look nice. I think it turned out really nice. I was able to accomplish what I wanted. I thought it looked appropriate, and I think walking into a park like this and seeing this little waterfall and seeing the flowers and I may have to add a sign somewhere to this, but I think overall this ended up looking about how I wanted. But anyway, that's going to be mostly it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to, if you're seeing this, make sure to subscribe, because I know there's no subscribers yet, because I checked, and when this video goes up, I will have just made the channel. So, but if you are subscribed, I appreciate it, obviously, and make sure to just stay tuned for more updates on this park. I may be adding more stuff like this. I may add some random stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe some other tips videos that aren't optimized for the algorithm or whatever. But you know, I'll be updating everyone on what's going on. And yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.